would you like to read sometime soon? I haven't really got a book that in mind that I really personally want to read. Oh, there's a plane up there. I got really distracted then. I really want to read. I'll just like to reread the Harry Potter series because I love that series. 301. List 5 things that you would have. List 5 things that you have not experienced that you would like to experience before you die. I would like to experience what it's like to be on live TV. To how it is to publish a book, how to get to the top of the Eiffel Tower, because I've got to like the first stage and then I pretty much cried. I was like 7 years old and that scared the hell out of me. So I want to try and get to the top of the Eiffel Tower before I die. To go to Australia and to move to New York City. 302. Will you try to accomplish any of these things within the next year? Probably not, unless I plan to go to Paris anytime soon, but I'm not planning to go to France anytime soon. But if there's a possibility for most to do those things, then sure. 303. What do you feel controlled by? My parents, I guess, considering I'm still living at home, so I still feel pretty controlled in that sense. 304. If Jesus appeared to you and told you that the moon was made of green cheese, would you believe him? No, I would not believe him at all. No, I'm not really a big believer in Jesus in the first place, so no. 305. What is one thing you are sure of? I have a really itchy ear at the moment. That's one thing I'm fairly certain of. One thing I'm sure about is that I'm never going to accomplish what I thought I would accomplish by the age of 25. I always thought that I would be married and have had kids by the age of 25, and that's in 2 years. 306. At what part of the day do you feel the most alert? Weirdly enough, I feel the most alert just before I go to bed. Is that really odd? Oh, by the way, the light's changing because it's getting dark now. It's like 4 o'clock in the afternoon, and as you might know, it's winter and the night is falling. So I apologise for any dodgy light changing. 307. Have you ever played in a band? When I was in primary school, or had moved to my British school in year 6 or 7, I believe, there was a thing where we were part of, I can't remember what it was for, but it was for something, like a charity of like children in need or something, and I played the flute for it, I believe. But I was also part of, do you remember back in the old days when S Club 7 did Have You Ever for like children in need or something like that? Sport Relief, Comic Relief, one of those 3. And they had tons and tons of kids around the country help sing it in the chorus. And I remember in primary school, in my very first school, actually I think so, we all sang some of it. So I'm on that official recording somewhere. You can't hear me because there's like a trillion other children as well, but I'm on the single, I believe, where they have it playing with the kids in the background. Yeah, that made total sense. 108. Have you ever stared into the ocean thinking early creatures crawled out of that? No. 309. If not, what do you think of when you are staring into the ocean? I often, when I'm staring into the ocean, I'm pretty sure I certainly just look at the horizon, and like how sometimes you can just about see something in the distance, but then other times you can only just see nothing. You can just about see the ships in the distance. 310. Do you like the mental challenge of chess or other games? I think I tried once to play chess and I just couldn't get it, and I still don't get it. I prefer just doing board games, really. 311. Do you ever think of where your atoms were before they were in you? No. 312. Do you ever think about where your atoms will go after they have been in you? No. 313. If you didn't know that people couldn't fly, do you think that you could? No. I don't think so. Unless you had like a hovercraft or something. Hovercraft? That's not the right thing. One of those jetpacks. People can't fly. We just don't have the ability to fly. 314. Are you someone that others call when they're having a problem and want to talk about it? No, I'm not. I'm really bad in those situations. I just don't get it. 315. When it comes to literature, do you see beyond the writing and into the meaning intended by the author? No. 316. Is there anything that you can take apart completely and then put together and have no leftover parts? A puzzle? 317. What are your feelings about the death penalty? If they deserve it, they deserve it. Though sometimes, people who have like, one thing that always gets me, especially like with the Oscar Pistorius storyline, is he literally killed his girlfriend and he's only getting like 5 years, but then he might only get like 11 months and then he's out. Like, what? He killed his girlfriend. He should surely have longer than that. If there was a god and you could ask him or her one question, what would it be? What is our reasoning for being here? 319. Do you believe that life will be found on other planets? 100% yes. I believe in aliens. I believe in all that jazz. Yes. 320. What is something worth suffering for? Happiness? Is that a thing? Can you suffer for happiness? 321. If you could put an extra eye on your body anywhere you wanted, where would you put it? At the back of your head, obviously. That would be like the most obvious place to put it. At the back of your head. 322. Are you in touch with the earth and nature? No. 323. Would you rather live simply or extravagantly? Simply. 324. Have you ever been camping? Yes. A couple of times. Yeah. 325. Is your heart open when you meet someone new? No. 326. Are you able to have conversations with and become friends with people who are not like you and are interested in different things than you are? Yes. Of course. I'm open to any friendships. Come to me. 327. Are strangers more beautiful or frightening to you? Depends on who they are and all that jazz. Sometimes they can be frightening. Sometimes they cannot be. 328. What stops you from doing anything? What stops you from doing everything you want to do? Anxiety, mainly. I get scared a lot as well, and just uncertainty and unsure about anything. All of the just bad stuff. 329. Can you think of 3 adjectives that do not apply to you at all? I don't really know what an adjective is. I failed English. How do you feel about Jeremy James? Jeremy James, who got a 9-year prison sentence for spamming people with junk mail. Really? Mad. But I mean, spam mail is quite annoying, and I'm not surprised that people get... I mean, you can get jailed or whatever for trolling on Twitter now, and that's quite mad in itself, that you can get a jail sentence for that. Do you know who the current Premier of China is? Premier? What does that even mean? I don't know. Does it mean President or Prime Minister? I don't know. 332. Are you very active? I try to be. I do blog Pilates a lot, but not as often as I would like. 333. Is there a city that reminds you of the landscape of your brain? No. Have you ever loved someone who has loved you back? No. 335. Is it really being in love with someone if the other person doesn't love you? Yeah, I think that's a possibility, definitely. 336. Do you believe that there is someone perfect for everyone, or that people just fall in love with whoever they are with at the time? I mean, I believe in soulmates and all that jazz, but I haven't found mine yet, so it's really hard for me to sort of answer these questions when I've never had that happen to me. So I'm unsure about the subject, but I'm certain that there is someone out there for everyone. It just is very, very lucky when you meet that person, and some of them get them really early, some of them get them really late in their lives, and I'm 23 and I've still not met mine yet, so here's hoping I find it in the next 2 years. 337, do you know secret things? I guess. I'm pretty sure I do know some secret things. I'm not too sure what they are, but sure. 338, have you ever fallen in love with someone you shouldn't have? No, I don't think I've ever fallen in love yet. So, 339, how do you overcome your fears? I think the only way you can overcome them is by doing them and conquering them, and by doing them you'll see that it's alright and that it's not as bad as you think it is. Like me going up the Empire State Building. 340, what can you do better than anyone you know? I don't know. Edit videos and web design. 341, what would you benefit from a wilder existence? Sure. 342, does it seem to you like the range of socially acceptable behaviour is getting smaller or larger? Depends, like, on the scale. One side it is, the other side it's not. Like, every time something gets acceptable, something else gets unacceptable. So it's always sort of moving, and it's really hard to know. 343, have you ever fired a gun? I fired a Nerf gun, not a real gun. 344, are people becoming more afraid of each other? I don't think so, no. I hope not. If you had to choose a percentage of freedom versus safety, what ratio would you decide on? 50-50. 346, does safety stifle you? There is a point where safety has its limit, I think. Definitely. 347, who or what needs to be stopped? I think modest management need to stop managing artists and closeting their clients and making their clients do PR stuff, and I think they should stop ruining people's lives and using the clients to get money and using the clients in the wrong way. Yeah. 348, are humans becoming more domesticated? We sort of, well, I guess, I mean, considering we were apes and stuff before, and now we can build buildings and wash and clean and do stuff. 349, do you follow the lives of the British royal family? Well, I am British, and, you know, every now and again you'll get them in the newsfeed. I mean, currently Kate's pregnant and all that jazz. It's kind of very hard not to, really. So yeah, that was this part of the 5,000 question survey. I hope you guys enjoyed, and I shall see you guys next week. Bye guys!